Hello, it's Death by Buns again, and today is day 4 of the daily Honkai grind for me. So, I'm going to start off by doing the sim battles. They're simple enough, easy to do. All you're going to do is go in. Well, you have to be part of Armada first. That's kind of important. Any Armada will do, as long as I think they've gotten to the second or third tier. It's fairly low tier to get to. Easy enough for pretty much any Armada to reach. Yeah, within a week or two, if you're going to start your own. The important bit is the Armada's there for you to earn points that you can use towards buying stuff from the Armada shop, such as Honkai cores, tickets for the dorm draw, stuff like that. It's more or less free loot. You just have to show up and do a couple of things. So in this case, this team is physical support shield, physical support sideline, physical damage dealer. So I think I'm going to go with friendship support from someone using the Herschel of the Void. 30% crit damage, 30% crit rate. That should work. Here we go. You don't really need to do that. It makes it so you can earn your points slightly easier. These sim battles, all you gotta do is earn 13,500 on average between all three of them, and you'll get all the points you need to get all your rewards. On top of that, if you've got a big enough and active enough Armada, you can earn a decent chunk of other rewards as well. And these battles are all about getting them done quickly. There's no points for getting extra combo points in or anything like that. It's just get it done as quickly as possible. Well, that would have been a lethal shot if I got caught by it. But I dodged at the right time, so I completely avoided the damage. Alright, the score is going to be okay. I've never been great with the Executioner. 13,920. So, not terrible. Not great, but not terrible. And it's more than enough for the minimum I need. Alright, on to the next. Let's see what we got here. So this is another physical damage team. Support, and the main damage dealer. Let's see. Here we go. Someone else. Same deal. Herschel of the Void, except theirs is slightly better than the last person's. They've got the leadership skill upgraded by 1 tier. Here we go. Drop in, bang, bang, and dodge, swap, and swap, and now just rip this one apart. So, I started off on Moon, or, well, it's White Comet Moon Edition, and then switched on to CH, which is the Teresa. Dropped her cross, which gave a debuff to the enemy, and then switched her out, because while she's on or off the field, if the enemy has a debuff, whoever's on the field gets a bonus to their critical damage. So it was quick and easy. And stealing them, just rip right through them. 14,129, more than good enough. That's done. Now for this one. This is a lightning team. This is your main damage dealer, support, and support. For this, I'm actually going to go for this character. They have the Lightning Empress, which all the characters that come in are going to get 50 bonus SP, which lets them fire their ultimates. The 3 Psi types doesn't count because this is Quantum, Psi, Psi, Quantum. So, yep. 50 SP is all I'm really getting from it, which will help me use my ultimate that much quicker. There are other choices I could pick from that would produce slightly more damage, but overall, this is going to work out nicely, I think. the debuffs applied. Fire the ultimate. Those two supports have to hit the field to actually provide their support. One of them applies a debuff directly, the other one applies a debuff on the ground, and they both stack together. Anyway, 14-3-12, that was more than good enough. If you need to figure out how they apply their debuffs, just read the characters themselves, go through their skills, read them, and it will explain individually how each of them apply their buffs and debuffs. So, for example, let's pull up Azir. It'll take me a moment to remember which skill it is that covers. Might be in here. Yeah, inflicts elemental damage vulnerability to the target. You need when you hit them with this combo, you'll apply a 30%. Well, in that case, it's a damage debuff. Fire damage, ice damage. I know she also applies a generic elemental debuff as well. Not sure where it is in here. Might be off the ultimate. In any case, it doesn't really matter. It was the trial version. It's got everything unlocked. My version's only S rank. I don't even think I have her S1 star. Yeah, I don't have any souls on her. So, she's not quite up to snuff for what was provided in the trial. Anyway, moving right along. Continuing up with the daily missions and such. Let's take a look here. Alright. Well, looks like that's going to finish it for me, actually. I'm getting one more from, or two more from this. It's all done. That little video they gave us yesterday was a nice treat. And yeah, that is every single one completed. I guess I'm done with the elf side mission. It is a Tuesday after all, so Mondays and Tuesdays. Monday is kind of light. Sunday is the lightest day of the week. Very few things you can actually do, because everything's getting ready to reset the next day and the day after. Alright, so, let's take a look here. We've got the Angry Boar, Deathly Doom, and the Herschel of the Rhyme Star. Alright, well at least none of these are going to be overlapping. That's good. Sort of not overlapping. Weak to fire, huh? Side type. And side type again. Also weak to fire. I think I'm going to end up running my Durandal on this one. And I'm not sure what to run here. In any scenario, it's going to be fire. It is side type, and she's a pyro type. I might be able to pull it off with her. It's going to be difficult, though. I don't really have her built up properly. I need backup. Pyro backup I can live without having for the other one. I think this will work. Alright, here we go. It's going to be a little rough. I'm actually going to lock in all three teams, so I'm only going to hit this 3 times. Ow. Well, that worked out okay. Took a little longer than I would have liked, but still got it done. Now, the reason I'm hitting it 3 times is so I can lock in the characters for the other 2. That way tomorrow I can just finish off this one, get started on the next one, and then finish off the last 2 on the day after. Yeah, that was okay. Still not the best time, but okay. One more run here, and then I go do to the other 2 bosses. Doing it this way helps me not forget which way I was planning to set them up. Or accidentally use a team setup on round 2 that I was planning to use on round 3 sort of thing. Yeah, her ultimate's kind of nice. It's difficult to get it up and running, but it's kind of nice. It's damage and armor boost. Starts really laying into the enemy. Her pyro aspects are a little on the light side. Alright, so that's done. Now for this one, I really do want to run a Durandal. It doesn't honestly matter which one you go with, as long as you pick one that can do the spear attack. The spear attack is really important against this particular enemy. Now they are biotyped, so if you are lucky enough to have her, let's see if I can find her here. There she is. If you are lucky enough to have Bright Knight, she makes that job very easy. She is ridiculously good at cutting down this particular boss. But again, this is also a good reason why I'm locking in my characters for each of the different bosses to make sure I don't have overlap on characters I want to use for another one. Because it really sucks to try and go fight a boss with a character that you've locked on to a different boss. And this is why you want the spear, because the spear shuts down that invincibility nonsense. That was round 1, so easy enough kill. Round 3 is when you start seeing the mechanics. Round 4 is when you get all the mechanics unlocked, and round 5 does a lot more damage and takes a lot more to take it down. But Bright Knight is quite good at killing that particular boss. Alright, this one is a problematic boss. Always has been for me. Sometimes I'm not able to beat them, depending on what else I had to do for the other bosses. They're on their final stage. I'm always able to get them to stage 5, but I'm not always able to complete stage 5. Again, Randall, where are you at? Randall, there. There's the one. And then, instead of actually bringing in a normal support that boosts the damage, I'm going to bring in someone that can do significant fire damage in fairly short bursts. Reason for that is during stage 4 and 5, there's a special mechanic that if you don't defeat in time, is going to kill the clock on you. It's going to cost you roughly an extra 2 minutes in the fight just waiting for it to resolve if you can't deal enough fire damage to force the boss down. That's a very simplistic version of the mechanic you encounter on stage 4 and 5. It gets much worse later on. It does require you to do specifically fire damage to be able to trigger the return effect. Don't have to do it as often, but you do have to do it. Alright, well, that's all my attempts for today for that. And everyone's locked in where they need to be. That works for me. I'm only ranked 77, but I didn't actually complete any of these stages, so my point count is very, very low. It's your final stage points that really count for you. It doesn't matter what you score up until then, because stage 5 is where you get the most possible points. That's where you really have to shine. Everything else is practice up until then. Alright, why is it showing me there's something here? Oh, a mission I can't get done until Thursday. That's as soon as I can complete 10 missions. Sure. Claim those, they might get turned into something useful. Earn 60 points, done. Next thing to work on is dimensional string. That should have started by now. It has. Alright. So, let's see what we got here. Weak to fire damage. And they are Psi and Psi. Darn. Best Valkyrie for the job is one that I don't really have built up well enough to do it. So I'm going to be running Durandal. The Quantum Durandal. Durandal you normally want to run is this one here. But I don't have her signature weapon, so her damage output is less than half. So, yeah. Unfortunately, I can't run with her. Even if I maxed out that weapon, it would still barely be half the damage she can do with her signature weapon. Anyway, moving forward. Definitely not going to be scoring high in the overall. Probably not going to earn any points. If I'm lucky, I won't lose any either. There's a frost effect on this stage that's rather annoying. If you don't pay attention to it, your character will be frozen in place until you free them with another character. At this stage you do get a little buff you can trigger that'll stave off hypothermia, so you don't have to, keep swapping characters in and out. They keep popping these because they drop health and other buffs for me. Makes my life a little bit easier for this final stage. You can't just ignore them if you want. Being able to fire your ultimate fairly frequently is always handy. Go. This boss is more annoying than actually difficult, because they've got a fairly solid amount of armor and health pool. But there we go, all done. Okay, round 2. Oh dear, this one. So it's supposed to be weak to fire, but it's got a no type to it, meaning it's not quantum, it's not bio, it's not mech, it's not psi. Meaning there's no counter to it. You just gotta outright damage it. Out-damage it, really. I've actually been using my elk fairly regularly. That's what that circle in the ground is. With the yin-yang ball. It's a trap. Any enemy caught in it is getting an elemental debuff and unable to leave that circle. Catch all 3 of them like that makes life a little bit easier. Oh dear. I stayed out a little too long. Come on. There you go. Do it again. Again. Wow. Alright. Come on. Alright, now for the fun part.
万物となる。ここまでです。勝負はもう決しました。覚悟してください。まだまだです。もう大丈夫です。ここまでです。まだまだです。正々堂々と戦いましょう。逃げられませんよ。時期を見て動きましょう。
Look there.
時の決体を開け。
Got him.
任務クリア。
That was a little too close, actually. I don't know if you noticed, but my Durandal's health was down below 100 points. Which is dangerously low, to say the least. Alright, now for the hard fight. Here we go. I should be able to get this done, but whether or not I'm going to have enough bonus points to be able to stay out of losing points, different matter.
勝負はもう決しました。覚悟してください。
Yeah, this boss also has another problem. There's a camera boss you have to fight as well. These little pearls, unfortunately, have the ability to jump out of this circle if you let them get too far from it, or move too far away from them. I'm just not going to be able to pop these in time. Nope. I did manage to get out of range of the blast in time, at least. Fortunately, I failed to break those shells in time. I had to break all three in order to knock down Grimstar. going to be lucky to break 200 points on this run, I believe. Well, I think I broke 200. 312. I broke 300. It's probably not going to be enough to keep me out of the out of dropping down. Oh well. Should be enough to keep me from losing 150 points, but I'm probably losing about 75. Alright. This should be good. Yeah, you don't always have to use the recommended teams they tell you to use for these fights. If you've got a team that can do the job better, use that team. Like, for you, I should say. Like, if you've got the recommended team with all the bells and whistles and you know how to use those characters, by all means, use them. But for me, this team setup works better for this kind of mission. Better trying not to get hit too many times. There you go. This boss is more of a nuisance than a real challenge. Especially weak if you've brought Cherry along. You cut through it in seconds. Doesn't matter too much in this one. You just have to beat them all within the time limit. Beating them faster than the time limit doesn't do anything for you except you're done sooner. Alright. That's all done. What we got here? Alright. A little bit of loot. Mess around with. The stuff I'm dumping that into is a Valkyrie I don't actually use. Is it this one? No, it's not you. It's one of the Sakuras. Yeah, this is the one. So soon, very soon, I'm not going to have to spend a single more soul on her. start focusing on the other characters in the list. But she does cost a rather obscene amount of resources to upgrade. It's taken a long time to get her to here.
雨は嫌いです。あちこち濡れて気分が悪いです。
Rainy days upset her, huh? Alright, so we still gotta do the weekly resources. Commissions I can't do right now because apparently I was a bit late doing them yesterday. Yeah. Weekly missions will be enough to get it done. So these ones rotate every single day of the week, except on weekends, then there's 2 of them open instead of the one that's just solo. Easy enough. I might even try and put together a boot camp basics for this game. It's all very simple and the tutorials are very helpful. I'd have to try and figure a way to explain it for people that are still struggling or have difficulty understanding the tutorials, because as thorough as they are, not everyone can learn the same way. I'm not saying like everyone. Basically, some people learn through books, some people learn through watching, some people learn by doing. So they've already shown you how to do it, and then tried to get you to do it for yourself. I'll have to try and figure out a way to, I suppose, make it sort of like a book learning experience? Maybe? I don't know. At any rate, this should be quick. Didn't even get to finish firing off the ultimate. Hit the button, but nothing happened. And do my usual thing. Nothing. Ah, well. As I said before, I need these flowers more than I need the other stuff. Here we go. Seriously, for this stage, if you're having difficulties, that portal takes you just back up here. It does not reset your score. And it's more than high enough. If you land on the blue one, kill them all. There we go. All done. And I'll use my quick pass tickets. I'm almost out of those. Alright. So that should finish off the daily stuff. Yep. Daily dose of Honkai Impact 3 done. And extra points, why not? So, that was that. What do you got to say about it, Bronya? Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. So, as always, thank you all so much for watching the video. I hope it was helpful. If you liked it, please hit that like and subscribe button. I really would appreciate it. And, yeah. That's it for today. I'll catch you next time.